Hey everyone, welcome back to the Retro Reef. Let's be real here. Limited edition consoles, there really is not anything different or much at all besides the aesthetics of the consoles themselves. Compared to the original Switch that released and the Animal Crossing Switch, yeah, it might have a little battery life, but you could buy that same Switch, not limited edition, with that little bit of a battery life. And this just goes with all the limited edition consoles. There really isn't much different from a technical standpoint or anything. It's just aesthetics. And it's a great way for these companies to get people like me, and possibly you and us gamers, to purchase or double dip into a console's lifespan, sometimes even 3 or 4 times if there's a slight upgrade. And I'm all for it. I love it just because I'm a sucker for it. I will definitely admit that. But also, even as a collector, it's great because typically when you buy these consoles, they truly are limited and you're able to retain the value if you're going to resell it if it hasn't increased at all. But you're probably like me and they're just sitting on your shelf. So let's have some fun here. I want to walk you through some of my favorite limited edition consoles that I own. Give you some honorable mentions of a few that I don't own but look really, really cool. And yeah, let's just have fun and go through some limited edition consoles. Now, the first console I want to talk about here is actually the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Wii U limited edition console. This is one of the consoles I think had the most potential that wasn't botched, but the actual Wii U screen is one of my favorite designs from like a Zelda limited edition perspective, but they didn't do anything with the physical Wii U console itself. It's just a black Wii U, which I guess is a bonus if your Wii U breaks. You could just replace the console with another black one and just put your the actual gamepad with it. But the gamepad design is so cool and one of my favorites. It's like a nice black, and it has on the edges that gold Zelda limited edition, like all the signs and like design. It's just I absolutely love it. So, and I have a 3DS that has a very similar design, which we'll get to in a second. But this console, I just the Wii U wasn't very popular, but I loved picking this up solely because of the gamepad. Now, the cool thing is that it did actually come with the game installed on it. So from a physical collector standpoint, you have to pick up the game separately. But it was nice because it was already installed, so I could pick it up, play Wind Waker HD, and it was just a great little bundle to get both of those nice cool design. It was just a really missed opportunity when it came to the console itself. I wish they put something on the console. The next one I want to talk about is actually the Halo Limited Edition Xbox One. Now, this I actually bought secondhand relatively recently, so I haven't spent too much time with it, but I got it for a really good deal and it was too cool not to pick up. So I love the design on it, the logo at the top left. It's really, really cool and unique. I like the silver gray and the blue. It's just really slick and it looks really, really clean. So I just absolutely love it and wish they had something similar today with this color and art style. I've only fired it up a few times and it runs pretty well, but I usually play, when I play Xbox One, just the newer version of it. So it is a really, really cool design, and if you had this earlier on, tell me more about it because I haven't spent too much time with it, but I absolutely love it so far. So next, let's dive into the 3DS. And the 3DS XL for Zelda had multiple iterations. I think it just had multiple iterations for Zelda with 3DSs in general. But one of my favorites is this gold one right here, and it looks beautiful in the box and everything. So I keep a lot of my 3DSs in the box, just versus the consoles I use a little more, so they're on display versus the box are tucked away. But this one is beautiful just with the gold finish on it and the Triforce on top of it. And it actually continues on the back, which you'll see in a minute, where it actually has the Triforce in black underneath. It's just really clean, simple, and it's just really, really cool and unique. I really don't have much more to say about this other than I just absolutely love the design on this one. Alright, so the Switch limited edition console that I own is the Animal Crossing one. I love the pastel green and blue, the light blue controllers, the Switch controllers on the side. It looks awesome and it goes perfectly with the white. It's kind of like a white, it's not cream, but it's a little bit of like an off-white dock, and having the little island there, it's just a really, really cool design. I do wish there was a little more on the console itself and it just wasn't white basically on the entire dock, but the original dock was all black, so it was cool just at the time to have a different color, a logo there, and the pastel type controllers. The back of the Switch itself too, if you have it in handheld mode, and I apologize, mine is probably a little dirty because I do play in handheld a lot. It has a little bit of a design on the back. It's really hard to see because it's black. It looks like kind of like an engraving type thing across the back with like houses and a few other things. It is a really cool overall design. I do think there are some better ones out there, but I'm a big Animal Crossing fan, so when they announced this, I had to get it. So this is definitely one that just holds a special place in my heart just because it's Animal Crossing, and I spent a lot of time on this specifically, as I'm sure most of you did during the pandemic. So this Switch just, it means a lot to me. So I really enjoy this one. So hopping over back to the 3DSs, the actual original 3DS, this was one of my first limited edition consoles, and I have the Legend of Zelda one here, the Ocarina of Time. I love this, and this is what I was talking about with the Wii U. This console has a very, very similar design here, and it just looks so slick. The gold looks beautiful on this. I can't talk highly enough about this 3DS. I really wish they remade it with the 3DS XL because I just love playing this. It's technically a 25-year anniversary one, and it came with the game, so maybe that's why it was a very special event. And you could see I struggled to get the actual game out of the slot here, but you could see it there. And this console, I can't talk highly enough. The Zelda design on it is very, very slick. The gold, like I said, the buttons on the back, the triggers are just, I can't talk highly enough. It just feels so great. It's like the perfect size in your hand for a handheld console, and it's just, I just have a lot of fond memories. I'm kind of talking in a circle here. It's just, to me, this is almost like the pinnacle of a limited edition console, at least from a Zelda perspective. A lot of the Zelda 3DSs and Zelda limited edition consoles in general have a lot of gold to them, like the console itself is gold, or even there's the 3DS XL with the shield. And while I do enjoy those, I'm more of the type of person who likes the all black with the gold aesthetic around it. And design, I think it looks fantastic. So this one definitely holds a special place in my heart, and you're gonna tell I'm gonna start saying that as I go down the list. But I have a lot of fond memories. I played on this console a lot, especially before it moved to the 3DS XL. And then even once it moved to the XL, I still found myself going back and playing this just because I love the design of this console. Alright, so this is the last 3DS that I'm going to show you, I promise, out of the limited edition consoles. This is the Pikachu limited edition 3DS XL. It's interesting, a lot of people online like the other 3DS XL, that's the Pikachu limited edition. This one's my favorite. I just love seeing the big Pikachu on the side, on the front of the console. It's just, it's a really cool design. It's just, you know, it's Pokemon. I like Pokemon. So it's a really, really cool design. The yellow is really bright. The white on top breaks it up a bit, so it looks really, really clean. And then once you open it up inside, it's all white as well, and I love that. And then on the back, if you actually take a look, Pikachu, like the tail finishes once it gets to the back, and then it has all the words with, you know, on the back of the 3DS XL that you just see on all the 3DSs. But overall, it's just a really, really clean console. It's simple, it's fun, and I just really enjoyed this one. So I promise the last 3DS I'm going to show you, it just had a lot of limited edition consoles, and I think this is my favorite and takes the cake out of all the ones, at least that I own. I almost forgot this one, the Spiderman PS4. I can't believe I almost forgot this because this is one of my favorites. This one looks so clean. The red is just the perfect red color, and it's just so different from the original PlayStation. The Spidey logo on it, the white, it just looks so clean. And the controller is simple, it matches beautifully, and just the white and red from a controller standpoint looks awesome. And I know it's super small and the color isn't that different, but when you turn it on, that blue, it just goes perfectly to me with the red color here. I do wish maybe it was a little more blue on the console, but this is definitely one of my favorites, and this is my go-to. The last two consoles I want to show you are actually Xboxes, and I want to start with the Xbox Series X. So this is the limited edition Halo one that was recently released, and it is really, really cool. I think it's so slick. So typically they come in black if you're getting the Series X, and this one has like a silver, gold, and black design on the left side of it, and then on the right it's just the black and it looks like stars, basically like you're in space, and it's just white dots. Now the sound when you turn it on, I think it's just standard for any Xbox Series X, but it goes perfectly with the design. And then on top of that, the controller matches the console beautifully, the design. This, I can't talk highly enough about this, and I'm just super fortunate I was able to snag it when it released. I mean, the luck is, I can't even describe the luck I had getting this, and I was so excited. But this is going to go down as one of my favorite limited edition consoles. I just love this design so much, I can't talk highly enough about it. The last limited edition console I want to talk about is one that you all commented on actually a lot during the one video I had where I was going through. Some people called it ASMR, but it was basically me going through and turning on every console, putting in controllers and whatnot. And I apologize for missing the Sega consoles. I had a lot on that. But enough with this. A lot of people like this Star Wars Xbox 360, and it's conveniently one of my favorites as well. It is so unique, so cool. I have the box for this, but the box is really torn up, sadly. Just the way I unpackaged it, I was not smart about it way back when. But it's really, really cool. It's just R2-D2, the entire console based, and it has a really, really cool startup noise. And then it has, when you open up the tray, an even cooler noise. And then after you open up the tray on the inside, there's a little bit that says, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." It's just really, really cool. For Star Wars fans, it's awesome. The controller is C-3PO themed. It's really cool. It's really unique. There's not much like it, and I absolutely love it. Sadly, you can see that I have two other ones on the side. Those both had the red ring of death. Yes, that is how unlucky I've been with this console. This is my last time ever getting it, and if it gets the red ring, I'm chucking it up as a loss, but it is what it is. Now, the ones with the red ring, they do still make the noise when you turn it on. They're just not playable. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's a really, really cool console, and I just love this one. I hope it lasts and doesn't get the red ring, and if you find an opportunity to find it at a good price, it's definitely worth the pickup. So I have two honorable mentions, or kind of three. Two of them are just, I don't own them, and one of them is the Splatoon Switch that just came out last year. I am kind of falling off of Splatoon, to be honest with you. There just wasn't too much different for me to jump from the second to third. Either that or I just got bored. I don't know, and I know that's probably not a popular opinion, but that here's an image of the Switch up here. I'm sure you've seen it. This almost got me back into Splatoon and maybe want to get it and then get Splatoon, but I already the Animal Crossing one, and I just couldn't bring myself to get this. I believe this one, I could be wrong, is the OLED, so I probably could have technically upgraded to get it, but I just didn't, and it's really cool and unique. I just never picked it up. And another honorable mention I have, this one is one I really wish I had, but it is just too expensive now to get, and I have too many 3DSs. It's the Pokemon Red and Blue 3DS. These are, I grew up on Red and Blue, so they're just super nostalgic to me more than anything, but it is just really cool 3DS, and I had a chance to get it. I didn't get it because I had too many 3DSs, and now the prices are off the chart, so I will never get it. But it's really, really cool. It's just nostalgic to me. I love it, and they're really cool. I wish I had them. The last, I would say, honorable mention, I don't know if they're technically limited edition consoles, but I want to talk about the N64s. I have the Jungle Green, and I believe it's the Ice Blue. It's just the blue, transparent one. But the N64s, all the colors are really, really cool. The purple, the orange, and those I would throw up there too. I don't know if they're technically limited edition, and I didn't really look it up, but they're just really, really cool consoles that I enjoy and think are really unique. There's not much difference besides the transparency and the colors, but they're expensive to collect all of them, and I have two, and that's about it after that, so I won't be picking up the others, but they are really, really cool and unique. So that's all I want to talk to you about today. I just want to run through some limited edition consoles I own that I really like, a few that I wish I owned that I really enjoy. So leave a comment below on any that I missed. I know there's a lot of consoles out there, so leave any that you really love. What are your favorites, and what are some that I missed that maybe I probably should have picked up at the time? So leave a comment, let me know, and thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Later.